270 days. That's how long the WNBA and the sports world have been holding their breath, waiting for Caitlyn Clark to step back on a professional court, and now the moment has arrived, and it's seismic. The 2026 WNBA schedule dropped, and the shockwaves were immediate. 39 of Clark's 44 games are being played in full NBA arenas, not just a handful, not occasional showcases, but an overwhelming, unprecedented majority of her season in arenas built for tens of thousands, arenas that dwarf typical WNBA venues. And every move screams one thing: the league, the ownership, the fans, and the brands recognize what has been undeniably clear for years. Caitlyn Clark is the single most magnetic force in women's basketball. While Angel Reese and others may claim to drive viewership or be the face of the WNBA, the numbers, the booking decisions, the sold-out arenas, and the multi-million-dollar revenue streams tell a story that no one can spin differently. Chicago's Sky, averaging 9,000 fans in an 11,000-seat arena, suddenly looks minuscule in contrast. The Fever walk into United Center, Gainbridge Fieldhouse, Crypto.com Arena, and Scotiabank Arena to crowds hungry for Clark, chanting, waving, ready to witness a legend in motion. This isn't just hype. This is pure, measurable economic and cultural power. Clark's injuries in 2025 may have benched her for 31 games, but even in limited appearances, she pulled national TV ratings up by 7%, drew millions of viewers, and single-handedly made the Fever one of the most watched franchises in the league. The groin and ankle injuries that shut her down completely didn't slow the market, didn't slow the hype, didn't slow the Caitlyn Clark effect. People didn't just tune in for a player, they tuned in for a phenomenon, a generational talent whose influence stretches beyond the court. And now, fully healthy, with preseason proving she hasn't lost a step, Clark is coming back as the undisputed engine of offense, a leader whose court vision, pull-up range, decision-making, and sheer audacity redefine what a WNBA superstar looks like. Team USA, Puerto Rico, and her MVP-winning performance in the qualifiers offered a glimpse of what she's capable of: 11.6 points, 6.4 assists per game, multiple records broken, a complete domination that made the court her canvas, painting basketball brilliance while moving like 9 months of recovery had never happened. That shot from half-court, clean, effortless, the release perfect, showed the world that Clark is not just back, she's elevated, refined, sharpened, and ready to take over. Opponents, venues, and the league itself have no choice but to bend to her gravitational pull. Every NBA arena she enters now is a commercial, cultural, and competitive spectacle. 39 games in massive arenas is not just scheduling, it's a declaration. The WNBA knows that Clark doesn't just fill seats, she forces the league's infrastructure to expand, she forces brands to invest, she forces networks to pay billions in media rights, and she forces entire cities' economies to feel her presence. Atlanta, Toronto, Los Angeles, Dallas, Brooklyn, Chicago, the Fever are becoming an unstoppable traveling spectacle, turning road games into neutral or home court advantages, with crowds half in Fever gear, buzzing with energy, ignited by the aura of Clark. Ticket sales skyrocket, lower and upper bowl seats priced hundreds of dollars, lines out the door, fans from multiple demographics converging because one player exists on the roster. Nike signature shoe line, Gatorade flavor, Wilson signature ball, national commercials, cross-industry appearances, the entire professional and business ecosystem now revolves around her. The message is blunt, simple, and impossible to dispute. Caitlyn Clark is not just the best player on her team. She is the face of the WNBA, the box office triple platinum star, the walking GDP boost, the benchmark for what an athlete can achieve on and off the court. And while Angel Reese, with her personality and social media following, may assert influence, the reality is stark. The numbers, the arenas, the ticket sales, the sellouts, the multi-billion-dollar media deals all point to a single truth. Clark drives this league in a way no one else currently can, and the 2026 season will not just prove it, it will demonstrate it in every full-capacity arena she dominates. This is not just basketball. This is a movement. A revolution. A complete recalibration of women's professional sports and a blueprint of how one athlete can shift the financial, cultural, and competitive gravity of an entire league. Fans, brands, and the league itself are following, watching, waiting, and reacting. And make no mistake, the 2026 WNBA season will belong to Caitlyn Clark, and anyone who thinks otherwise is about to witness the power of a superstar unleashed in the loudest, fullest, and most spectacular way imaginable. The first full WNBA season with Caitlyn Clark healthy and dominating is not just a story of points, assists, or rebounds. It's a story of seismic impact on every level of the league. The Fever, previously a strong but limited franchise, now become America's team, an unstoppable engine of excitement, marketing power, and social influence, entirely centered around Clark. Indiana's roster is strong with Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexi Hall maintaining competitiveness during Clark's 2025 absence, pushing the team to the semifinals without their star. But now the full 44-game season with Clark healthy transforms the narrative entirely. Every game in front of 18,000 to 20,000 fans in NBA arenas amplifies the stakes, the intensity, and the energy. Opposing teams know the reality. When Clark is on the court, half the arena will be Fever fans, flipping the conventional notion of home court advantage. Every dribble, every shot, every assist from Clark carries weight beyond statistics. It's financial, cultural, and generational. The new CBA allowing players up to 20% of gross revenue directly ties the success of these sellouts to Clark's on-court brilliance, meaning every basket, every highlight, and every electric performance translates into tangible, measurable earnings for players, coaches, and the league. Networks do not quadruple media rights without a reason, and Clark's ability to grow an audience beyond traditional basketball fans, golf enthusiasts, fashion followers, casual viewers, created a verified, diversified audience that the WNBA and brands could bank on. Reese's personality and social media presence are strong, but the market rewards tangible impact first, and Clark has delivered in every measurable category, filling arenas, breaking records, selling tickets, driving TV ratings, generating signature product revenue, and creating an ecosystem around her name. It's the ultimate convergence of talent and influence, and the Fever are the epicenter. Every opposing arena she visits, United Center, State Farm Arena, Crypto.com Arena, Scotiabank Arena, is transformed. Toronto, an expansion franchise, sells 18,000 tickets within hours, with premium seating skyrocketing to $700, simply because Clark is in town. This is unprecedented. This is power. This is dominance. The Puerto Rico tournament already proved her physical ability, her leadership, and her dominance after 9 months of recovery. Now, the 44-game grind looms, a schedule that will test stamina, resilience, and competitive fire. The arenas will be louder, the crowds more intense, and the games effectively playoffs every night. The Indiana Fever's culture, built around transparency, teamwork, and Clark's leadership, becomes a strategic advantage over teams like the Chicago Sky, who may have talent but cannot match the combination of star power, energy, and commercial magnetism Clark brings. On the court, she's rewriting the book on WNBA offensive efficiency, spacing, vision, and playmaking. Off the court, she's rewriting the rules of athlete branding, creating a full ecosystem that has already outpaced nearly every peer. The financial, cultural, and social footprint of Clark's presence is unmatched. Her shoe lines, commercial endorsements, cross-industry appearances, and arena sellouts create a feedback loop that elevates the entire league. The result is a WNBA that is bigger, louder, richer, and more visible than ever, with one undeniable catalyst, Caitlyn Clark. By the end of this season, every doubter, every critic, every analyst will have to reckon with the facts. Clark drives the WNBA like no one else. She is the product, the performance, the spectacle, the economic engine, and the cultural phenomenon. The Fever's 2026 run is not just a season, it's the defining moment of a league transformed by a single athlete. The combination of health, skill, leadership, and undeniable